2 of the games were decided by 2 points. Adams and Towns at center court. Towns gets inside, flips it up, misses. Saunders is 17 and 22 since taking over. Westbrook drives in hard, finishes with the left hand. Towns lost it. Reading stats, you're not a big stat guy.
I'm really not, too. I was unfortunately reading an article that had that stat, and it stuck out to me. But that one was, to me, like something memorable, like the most of all time. That at least has not all these other mundane stats.
No, we read stats when we get them on time. It was an embarrassment look for the NBA, and that's unacceptable.
Westbrook drives hard, finishes. For those who aren't aware, in a blowout victory against the Knicks the other night. Sharge comes out of it. Sharge, nice bounce. Oh, threw a little behind Jones, who still gathers it. Back to Towns. That was a difficult catch.
Like so many teams, Minnesota's a different team when they get stops and push the ball in transition.
Westbrook nails that one. How about the start for Westbrook? 9 points, 5 assists. On a 4 weekend, has certainly memories of that. Back in 2015, leading Duke for the national championship. Sharge! And the Timberwolves coming back. They cut it to 5 after trailing by 14.
Butler trade.
Schroeder. The follow is Nerlens Noel.
One of their two-way players.
Most of the year in the G League is Schroeder. Lines that one up and gets it a go.
We need to get off to a good start here defensively to start the second.
You also talked about the offense this season being kind of up and down. 38 points you put up on the board in that first quarter. What was working offensively?
Second-year player in this league, the Philadelphia 76ers, led by the great Charles Barkley and Hall of Famer on the Thunder bench, as Felton knocks down that shot.
Thunder lead almost 2 minutes gone by here in the second. Minnesota trying to go for the season sweep. As Wiggins, boy, what an impressive start. Paul George misses. By the way, congratulations to Fred Hoiberg for that. The new job. The Nebraska Cornhuskers as Morris knocks it down. Jang gets inside. Not much resistance on the drive there, and an easy layup.
Yeah, Coach said.
Oh, man, he's always overhyped his players, but that's the all-timer right there.
Tolliver, count it, and a foul. A chance for a 4-point play. 12 different stops. A couple of teams he's played with twice. Doesn't hit the free throw. Westbrook, nice feed inside, and Adams using the left hand. Here's Reynolds, a rookie from Tulane. Tolliver, use the advantage.
And that's what you have to be able to do. Mark and I talk about this all the time. If you're going to get switched upon by Tolliver because of your shooting, you have to have at least one post move to make over a smaller player as Westbrook knocks in the 3. I'm back at you when you deserve it.
And I haven't seen one player in all my time watching him go to him and say, hey, you fell asleep defensively. You missed that rotation.
With Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller, could you go back at them? How were they?
They were fine.
Oh, a Kogi!
Were they telling him what he was doing wrong?
I would have to assume that those players were veterans.
There he goes again. Towns running the floor, stripped and stolen by Grant as Towns goes crashing to the floor. Westbrook quickly down the other end.
Is up and down.
Westbrook, Noel, thought about it, shot it, and hit it. Noel with a good play on recovery. Euro step blocked. A Kogi again, but this time Grant on the follow. That hot start. Meanwhile, Paul George just 2 of 11 from the field. And Wiggins, who also had a hot start, knocks down another 3-pointer. Grant shooting 39% from downtown. Wiggins turns and fires. Boy, Wiggins.
Well, he scored huge in this league.
Averaged
right
almost
from day
24
one.
one
Exactly.
year. Grant, another nice move down the other end against them earlier this season. Ferguson now guarding Wiggins. Wiggins knocks down another. He's 8 for 12 from the field, but also 22 points, 4 assists, 4 boards.
And his shot looked like he had so much more arc on it today.
Paul George for 3.
To me, it's the rebounding that's astounding. You know, of course, someone of his talent's gonna, as George takes it and dunks it, he's gonna get double figures points. And he has the ball so much, most likely gonna get as Towns with an unbelievable hammer dunk after a made basket.
Which Sharch knocked away by Noel. Inside feed and another slam for Towns. Good pass by Sharch. Towns with 16 points. Starting to come alive here in this third quarter. Paul George. Well, that's a difficult shot. Minnesota is 7 of 13 from 3. That's 54%. Making it. There's their 8th three-pointer. Sharge coming alive. He's got 15. Help. Good spin move. Karl Anthony Towns. And this is the largest lead of the day.
Guy that very well should be in the Hall of Fame also.
Both.
Sharge again. His 4th three-pointer of the third quarter.
Do you remember your first win?
I do. It was against
The mighty Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, the 72-10 Chicago Bulls. But I had obviously great players, you know, Ewing and Derek Harper, Starks.
Yeah, I think you really can't go by intent, Mike, because obviously sometimes when people foul, they don't have an intent to foul. So even with the flagrant foul, you kind of look at the fact of the severity of the contact. Okay, if you're putting the offensive player or defensive player in a position to get hurt, you know, that's possible too. Wind up, impact, follow through. These are things we look at.
Team led by Steven Adams.
They've got a plus 13 on the boards here this afternoon. Bates Diop. That's a 2-pointer. Oklahoma City trying to make sure they don't finish in the 8th spot in the West. Schroeder, nice change of direction.
He's got such explosion off the dribble.
You bring up Hayward, he could be a difference maker for Boston. His ability to get his own offense. He's playing with much more confidence.
Speaking of playing with confidence, Schroeder knocks down another.
The flagrant foul, 2 free throws, and then the 3 by George.
Towns gets that one to roll. 20 points for Towns. Kogi can't hit. Schroeder a rebound.
But he's got to look at the rim too. Tyus Jones on that break had a wide open layup.
Schroeder slips inside and banks it home. Schroeder now with
not referee the player, where that was Wiggins that made that play. What about if it's a known player that's involved in that altercation?
Well, it's really pretty easy just to referee the game because the game happens so quickly, Mark, from a referee's point of view, that the fouls and contact happens in tenths of a second.
Towns gets inside. Nice finish from Towns. He's got 24, but they're still down 10.
And there's people that think it's easy to do what he's doing if you chase numbers. I played in this league. That's not the truth.
Tyus Jones, nice drive there.
Player for Duke Blue Devils.
Westbrook drives, nice feed inside. Morris the fake and Morris the finish. Kogi, Sharch. Good defense from Grant to make him pick it up. But Sharch goes backdoor, lays it up and in. Start the period. Well, then the Thunder went up by as many as 12 here in the 4th. George on the pull-up, got it.
What
25.
Good job defensively by Morris.
Towns this time fires and hits. Karl Anthony Towns starting to pour it on. Westbrook milking the clock. Goes right at Towns and finishes. T-Wolves trying to get some stops. Westbrook pull-up jumper, got it, and a foul. Towns hit him on the wrist. And Russell Westbrook with a chance for a 3-point play. Towns gets it, and the foul. Nice adjustment to the left hand. And Karl Anthony Towns a chance for a 3-point play.
I expect to see the high pick and roll, putting Towns in the action again.
Westbrook pulls back, jump shot, and a foul. OKC has hit 15 consecutive free throws, make it 16 in a row. The Thunder win their 3rd straight and finally get a victory against the Minnesota Timberwolves this season.